at D-Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On play action, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. They'll run out of the gun with Ekeler. And he'll work down inside the 45. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was,
We have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him. He came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Ingram again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Ravens at 9-1 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Though going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he will find his man Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a handoff up the middle. Hammond. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Troy Pride. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Look, oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. They go play action with Jackson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Curtis Samuel, 43 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Hammond. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They give to Ingram up the middle. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Hammond. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Jackson's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go. Hammond. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the 1st time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. This is caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here this close to their goal line. They started on the ground with Ekeler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. On the screen, this is Ekeler. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Touchdown! Van Jefferson, 29 yards. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmaker. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kadarius Toney, 43 yards. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Jackson on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now in Baltimore. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Jackson will throw again. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On first down, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Lawrence running right on the option. Stiff-armed him. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kadarius Toney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Ravens 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. He made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Jacksonville, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.